How's it going, guys? My name is Milo Coulter, and we're back with another segment of MLB Shorts. I am joined here by Liz Valade. Is that how you say it?
Valade, but close enough.
Valade, there you go. Let's talk about lately. There have been a lot of really bad calls and really some inconsistencies with Major League umpires going on. What are your opinions about that, Liz?
Surprised that the MLB hasn't been reviewing it a lot more, given the severity. I mean, a couple of games have been cost by umpire decisions. So already this year, and we're only a week and a half in. Well, I guess we're a little bit longer, but my team's only a week and a half in.
Yeah. No, it's absolutely crazy. I mean, two instances that really stick out in my mind. I mean, one of which was the New York Mets, Michael Conforto. I mean, honestly, it really looked to me like he stuck his arm out over the plate. I mean, it was strike three. I mean, poor Marlins. I mean, they have luck against them all the time, but I guess the Mets got a taste of their own medicine. What do you think about that?
Yeah, I agree. I always thought that I've always wanted a player to kind of get hit by a pitch to end a game until I actually saw it happen. I guess I would have been fine with it if it wasn't clearly a strike three. But since it was strike three, it left a bad taste in my mouth with that one.
Yeah, I just think the fact that it was actually a strike too over the plate, like it caught the corner. I mean, usually umpires are pretty, direct about it. They'll be upfront and say, "Oh yeah, no, he stuck his arm out. He was two over the plate." Maybe the umpire just wanted to go home. Who knows? Didn't really want to see the new terrible rule about a runner on second base in the extra innings. But and then the other one was the game that cost the Phillies. The game that cost the Braves against the Phillies.
Yep.
On that weak little sac fly by Didi Gregorius that should have been called out at home plate.
I still don't think Alex Bohm has touched home plate.
He never did. It's very reminiscent, in my opinion, of Matt Holliday about 10 years ago against the Padres. There are so many instances of that. And, I don't know where his foot was. I honestly did not see it on the plate. You look at any angle of that play, there's no way possible that he was safe,
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I really don't think he ever touched home plate.
Yeah. And then, Alex Bohm is all celebrating in the dugout when the umps are like, yeah, he's safe. I think he was just as surprised, to be honest.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Well, and I was in Baltimore on Sunday, and they actually had a bad call too, where the player clearly touched the plate before he was tagged and he was called out. And I'm like, and they spent a couple of minutes doing the review and they were playing it on the big screen and you could see clearly that it was the exact opposite of that game, but yet he was called out. And I was like, what is going on with officiating this year?
I know. Did that turn out to be an important run for the game?
Oh, no, not at all. JD Martinez had 3 home runs by himself that game, which was really cool to see.
Yeah. No, Boston. I mean, I think Verdugo hit a big 3-run home run the opposite way as well.
Yep.
No, that was a fun game for Red Sox fans. Shout out to Trey. But
Kiki had his too. He had a home run that game.
I'm not missing Kiki too much as a Dodger fan personally. Officiating wise, there needs to be some changes. I'm not going to say it's robot umpires. I just think that, these people should be held accountable for these terrible calls. And
well, I don't understand why we're having a replay if they're not going to use it to make the correct call.
Exactly. I think umpires should be smart enough to gather in a group and look at the video screen themselves. I mean, that's what they do in the NBA. They have the monitors right there on the sideline, right at the court side. Why do they have to call some guy in New York? I think that's, and who knows, who is this random stranger in New York? I mean, it just doesn't make sense to me, quite frankly.
Yeah, I agree with you on that.
Yeah. But anyways, I think that just about does it in terms of how bad the officiating again is these days. Thanks again, Liz, for jumping on this episode of MLB Shorts.